Good morning, enthusiasts. This is John. Belmont Day. Today's Belmont at Saratoga Day, and what a day! It looks like the weather's going to be great. So all that worrying about, how is the turf going to be? Is it going to be muddy conditions? Looks like it's going to be a perfect day. So that's great. I think a couple of things to remember, and I just want to do a quick hit on the race itself, but a couple of things to remember. This year, the Belmont, instead of being a mile and a half at Belmont, it's going to be a mile and a quarter at Saratoga. This opens it up to a lot more horses, and some contend that this is a more exciting race, and I would agree. Now, many more horses can run at the mile and a quarter than they can a mile and a half, and be successful. So the way I think that this race is going to unfold is that you're going to see Seize the Gray in the one hole. Try to use some of its speed early because it is in the one position and get out ahead. So you're going to have Seize the Gray, you're going to have Door Knock, and you're going to have Mystic Dan all contending. I would say Mystic Dan's going to lag a little bit back, but contending for the lead. I think Door Knock's going to get it. And I think so. I think the way that tracks at Saratoga have been running over the last few years, I said this in an earlier video, is horses on the lead or just off the lead have been winning. It doesn't mean that all the time, and that isn't always the rule. That's usually how it's been. So you're going to see these horses be successful today. I don't think that we can. So I think, let me continue on with how I think the race is going to unfold. So basically at the top of the stretch, I think you're going to see Mystic Dan take over. And then through the turn, though, you're going to see Sierra Leone sort of passing horses, and then at the top of the stretch, Mystic Dan will take over, and then Sierra Leone will appear on the screen, and it's going to be a battle with these folks coming down, depending on how Sierra Leone handles the dirt. Depending on how wide a trip it goes. Mystic Dan really needs to have an inside trip like he did the last time with Brian Hernandez, and so I think it's really going to be between those two. I'm taking Mystic Dan, a little bit better price. Sierra Leone is definitely a good horse, and so the others that I like are the four, the Wine Stewart. Take a look at the Wine Stewart, progressing. Continue to make the steps, the moves, improving. Has never been anything less than second in any of its races. Now you could say, well, it's been second 3 in a row. Look at the class of horses that it's running against. That horse belongs in this race. And then so I think my numbers are going to be, I mentioned Seize the Gray already. My numbers will be 3, 9, 4, 1. 3, 9, 4, 1. And then the only thing I wanted to mention about too is, a lot of folks are jumping on this mind frame and saying that he's a beast. This is the number 10 horse. And he quite possibly could be. Still early. He's only had 2 races, 2 very successful races. In racing, you have to put your money down on what you see are the most likely chances for you to win. And it's going to be a great story if he comes back and wins, but it's unlikely. Jumping into your first graded stakes, being the Belmont, is a huge task, a huge asking, and I am going to bet that is unlikely to happen, and if it does, I'll be happy for him, but I won't be part of it. So in the Belmont today, 3, 9, 4, 1, Mystic Dan takes it over Seize the Gray and the Wine Stewart and Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, the Wine Stewart, and Seize the Gray. So Mystic Dan over those. And then all I want to say is, if you like these videos, pass it around. It's still early. There's been three races already. Looks like it's a good day at the track. If you like the videos, go ahead and like it. If you really like them, tell a friend. Let's continue to boost this, and I appreciate everything today. And thanks, enthusiasts. Good luck at the track, and good luck at the Belmont.